My God. Oh yeah, some idiot mumbled to somebody while I walked by in Walmart this morning. Said the dirty statement. That's how low life. Of course, it was a long-haired, greasy guy with no IQ, probably. Or seriously, it's coming down to seriously. I was found innocent of everything in 18. That crooked agent to cover his tracks opened up a protected light case. Put me in protected custody. And then had an officer talk to Dave. Per requirements of the Department of Justice, police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life, and they have to speak to everyone before they start. It's abuse and misconduct. Failure to protect his abuse and misconduct goes into the right of privacy, illegal search and seizure. Okay? It's entrapment. Okay? You can't work a conflict of interest for friends and family. Okay? And that's 1 to 10. That way you don't have to worry about people photoshopping scenes, date rape, drugging somebody, and framing them. Admit to framing them, admit to all these different crimes. Okay? So, yeah, they run around telling people I have charges of this really dirty statement. Okay? Last year at Christmas time, they were saying it. I didn't. Okay. I always say I'm not stupid. Well, I'm not. Okay, a little bit. But I'm not. Just because you don't know something doesn't mean that you're stupid. It means you just don't know. So I had to Google it. And let the mean gamer pretend. I didn't know about they were laughing behind my back. And until Flores stated it October 23rd, 2019. Of course it never happened. Of course it wasn't true. We made it up. It was a game of pretend. We were only joking. They were 5 to 8 years old, and they had them pretend they were assaulted behind my back in the basement of a legally bugged house. I didn't know, because I was upstairs with everybody else. Only thing I heard is they were going to make something up. And I went up to my oldest son, John. I'm like, we're in a legally bugged house. Okay. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. He said, it's just Melissa. Melissa's going to have him make up something because I told the kids you're going to go through a divorce and you're going to be breaking up. And she's going to have the kids make up something. Oh, Mom, it can't be anything bad. Don't worry about it. Okay. And she'll probably have the church people make up something too. But don't worry about it. It can't be anything bad. I'm like, that's not okay. And you shouldn't have said something until it happened. Well, I already told him you guys are breaking up. That's Thanksgiving of 18. He said, don't worry about it. It can't be anything bad. My God, it was bad. I didn't know about it until October 23rd, 2019. It was that bad. The police that watched me, because he put me in protective custody. Melissa's so stupid. She made everything up when you were fishing with Dave. She's actually that stupid. She didn't check where you were. Her first lie is that you bent over improperly and they accidentally seen your butt and you had a... Okay? The second lie, they came upstairs on the 4th. They looked through a cracked bathroom door. You're supposed to be weird with yourself and I'm outside with everybody else. And the first lie, I didn't even own that nightgown. And they only made fun of the back of my knees. The 2 grandma what was on the back of your legs. Varicose veins, hero pimple. I get changed for a video chatting, and they made fun of my varicose veins on the back of my knees. The 3rd lie, they'll make up something and call you a bad word. That's the only thing they would tell me. 4th lie, you vandalized their church. 5th lie, you shot up a home and killed someone. That's Dave. 7th, you broke in a home, tied your arms and legs to a chair, knocked it over, kicked it over, and jumped out a window. I thought, dear God, I'm in my 50s. She was considered fucking shit. My family should be ashamed of. Mean jokes. Documented mean jokes. Maslin police watch a Dixie on Federal Avenue. Drive around trying to keep him safe. My daughter-in-law that my ex put a threat on her life. As they put it, documented mean games and pretend. Even 2 of the Stark County sheriffs were laughing last year. That weird Kurt that's part of this. If Kurt just found out those kids were lying, he is slow. These people actually sold the police login to a protected custody case where only police and agents should hear me and see me in case I need them. They sold it for regular people by Christmas 18. Like Mannequin in Canton, May of 19. If you didn't hear John's kids right on the third step up, Karen, Dave's girlfriend's, not Shell, it's Michelle. I just looked at them. They also heard him state what, like Officer John said, January 12, 22, to goons follow me. While those kids get caught stating, they made everything up. They also got caught stating they were making everything up to Flora, that their games are pretend. That's why Flo being 7 a year later, when we're talking about the house wasn't meant for Grandma, it was meant for Auntie Shell and Papa, and Grandma needs to get out. She's like, that's not what they said. They said this, and it's filthy about being assaulted. I almost died. Josh is like, ew, don't say that again. It's not true. She starts giggling. Of course it wasn't true. Of course it never happened. We made it up. It was a game of pretend. We were only joking. They're 5 to 8 years old. 5 to 8 year olds. I look at them as babies that are potty trained that are learning to read. They don't have enough life in them, nor knowledge, or understanding in them to understand adult situations. That's why they're laughing at it. And they were, and because they thought it was funny to say it, because they didn't understand it. And Flo's going, sit next to me at the table. I would have spanked my child. I would have spanked her and made her apologize. See, I was one of those crazy mothers that my kid did something wrong. Not only did they get in trouble, but I marched them in front of the person that they did it wrong to. I made them apologize so they wouldn't do it again. My father, Karen, you put the fear of God in them or the fear of you. You make them good till they're 18. And if they don't want to listen by then, they can get out. My kid would have got spanked and put in front of that person, say you're sorry for lying on this person. Now, I would have made him apologize. See, my oldest, he was in kindergarten. He stole $20 from my sister. Bought everybody ice cream in kindergarten. School called me. John got $20. Because you give money and they put it on a card. Or credit. Back then. And I'm like, what do you mean he's got 20? So I start checking mine around. I asked my sister. She's missing it. Okay. Well, he got in a lot of trouble when he got home. Next, and he had to apologize to his aunt. And then he had to go in and apologize to his teacher in the lunch meeting. Because he stole money. But it wasn't alright. It's 5. Awesome. You know, watch CNN. Made him sit in front of the news for like 2 hours, made sure there's nothing real bad. He looked at me and went, Mommy, the world's a horrible place. I said, I know it is. Do you want to steal again? No. I said, do you want to watch CNN again? He's like, no. He's 5. Put him crazy for an hour. After gone creative. Everybody else got ice cream. I just kept checking, make sure there was nothing bad on there. Ames in a chair and watch the news. Oh, Lordy. See, the whole thing of it is, these people lie. It's sort of like in 2012. They were making up lies on me back then. They told people I was drunk and drugs and in a bikini in the front yard running around. I was 200 and something pounds. Nobody wants to see that in a bikini. I didn't own a bikini, and I didn't drink and do drugs. It's like, dear God, if I was running around the front yard as chasing a toddler. They just lie. And then they told people I was watching porn, playing with myself. I'm like, ew. Ew. I didn't have cable. We only had an antenna, and Stuart Little 2 ran all the time. It's like, this is a G-rated house. Where's PG? Tops. What are you talking about? So I went over to Frances. She lives on the other street from Lennox on Avis. And I'm like, where are these people getting these stories, Frances? She's like, Mary hates you. I said, why would Mary hate me? I'm thinking, da, 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 da. I hadn't seen her in 8 years. She stopped dead in her tracks. She smiled like the Grinch that stole Christmas, ear to ear. And she said, is that what's going on? I said, what's going on? She said, you don't know? And I'm like, no, what? She's like, never mind, and started laughing. That stupid bitch was telling lies on somebody behind their back that hadn't seen her in 8 years. See, if I would have worked a little, after the kids scared us, took one of us each down each time the kids were playing Boo in the basement on Thanksgiving of 18. And you just barely got to the bottom of the steps, and it was stupid, but they were 5 to 8, and just to entertain them, we'd walk down, they go, boo! And it's like, oh! Just to, whatever. It was stupid. You don't even get off the step, and they scream, and you're supposed to act scared. Okay? And if I would have walked a little faster up that steps, I would have never even known they were going to lie. Because why would they lie? I hadn't even seen anybody. That's where it came down to the point. I can label off where I seen everybody, not alone, and da-da-da-da-da. That's why I went up the stairs. I'm like, what are they talking about? To my oldest son, John, he's like, I don't know. He's like, Melissa's just going to have to make up something because of the divorce. It can't be anything bad, but don't worry about it. She'll have the church people make up something too. It's like, it's not okay. He's like, don't worry about it. It can't be anything bad. And I have my ex and I talking about it. And there's actually a video of him saying it. You know, he said it's just because I told him you're going to go through a divorce. You're going to be moving out. Just going to have the church people make up something too. But it can't be anything bad. Don't worry about it, Mom. They're documenting me games of pretend, as the Massillon police put it. And even to Starr County Sheriff's in May last year, if Kurt just found out those kids were lying, he is slow. All the police know, though. Everybody in this area. My one client last year, October 5th, 21, Huntington Bank on Cleveland Avenue, they still have the video of it. We go in there about 1:53 p.m. Women follow me, and I don't want Melissa getting no money out of this. That's okay. They knew they made everything up. They didn't want anybody to help her. We go to leave. He's like, who's that crazy Melissa they're talking about? I said, my ex-daughter-in-law friends with a girlfriend, my ex's girlfriend, they had the kids make up a bunch of mean lies in front of the police, and all the police caught him lying. He's like, she's crazy. I said, I know she is. Well, but these people are creating an illusion, okay? An illusion that if they think they say something bad, I'll get in trouble for it. Police already caught everybody lying. They yelled it out November 7th, 821 Walmart West Test. They found all the kids lying in 2018. They did. The police aren't running around bad-mouthing me. They're not having people follow me. It's just Michelle's family. It's an illusion. Just like where they were saying that my one son's family was bad-mouthing me. And I went over there and I was talking to her on Sunday. And she's like, Karen, anybody that would ever bad-mouth you, they better have a lot of shorts on them because their pants will catch on fire. Because they are lying, because as if you do anything wrong. And they were supposed to have been the weird with yourself people. See, if they tell me that my kids are lying on me, okay, they're telling me that they're making it up and they were in it with Dave of the photoshopping in the shower scene, so I won't talk to my kids. And then they tell all these people that they're saying it. And then I go to my kids and they have no idea what they're talking about. They're just lying to lie. To lie. That's it. They're just lying. Nothing else. Everything's a lie. Because if you tell enough lies, you cause enough chaos, people go along with it. It's everybody's lying on everybody. It's Michelle's family. Retired Judge Pete and Will out of his area. And they're acting like his name may not be Will. They refer to him as the agent that called me back. He's the one doing this with them. It's just them. Yeah. I want you to think about that. It's just the agent that called me back. With them. I gotta go. They're just causing lies. Lies. If they lie to me, that they're lying. And that they were part of the photoshopping and date rape drug. And go to them, they didn't know anything about it. It was the police in there taping you before. They were the one doing. Go to the police, they don't know anything about it. It's just Michelle's family. That's friends or relative with that agent. Maybe Will or whatever. That agent in the task force at Canton that called me back out of his jurisdiction. Because they knew him. And retired Judge Pete and nothing else. Them and their dirty family doing this to me, causing chaos and lies. I was found innocent of everything in 18.